Once upon a time, in a charming village called Willowbrook, nestled at the edge of a magical forest, lived a kind-hearted girl named Eloan. Willowbrook was famous for its gentle streams, flowering meadows, and the tall, ancient willow tree that stood in the center of the village. This willow was said to be enchanted, whispering secrets to those who listened closely. Eloan spent her days helping her neighbors and exploring the forest. Despite the village's idyllic appearance, there was one thing that troubled Eloan. Every year, as the seasons changed from summer to autumn, the village's harvests grew smaller, and their once abundant crops began to dwindle. The villagers, though kind-hearted and hard-working, were puzzled by this troubling pattern. One evening, as Eloan walked through the village, she noticed the willow tree shimmering with an unusual light. Intrigued, she approached the tree and placed her ear against its trunk, listening carefully. To her surprise, the willow spoke in a soft, melodious voice. "Dear Eloan, your heart is pure, and your intentions noble. The secret to restoring our land lies hidden in the heart of the forest. Seek out the spirit of the glade and ask for the blessing of the autumn moon." Eloan's eyes sparkled with determination. She knew what she had to do. Early the next morning, she set out into the forest, guided by the willow's whisper. She followed a winding path lined with golden leaves and fragrant wildflowers, deeper into the woods than she had ever ventured before. After walking for hours, Eloan arrived at a clearing bathed in a gentle, golden light. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient stone altar, and upon it was a beautiful, glowing orb, the spirit of the glade. The orb floated gracefully above the altar, surrounded by a halo of shimmering light. Eloan approached the orb with reverence. "Spirit of the glade, I am Eloan from Willowbrook. Our village is in trouble, and we need your help. The harvests have dwindled, and we are in dire need of your blessing." The orb pulsed softly in response. "Dear Eloan, the balance of nature has been disrupted. To restore it, you must embark on a quest to find the 3 hidden tokens of the autumn moon. Only when they are returned to me can I bless your land and bring back its prosperity." Eloan nodded, ready for the challenge. The orb gave her a riddle to solve, leading her to 3 locations within the forest where the tokens were hidden. The first token was hidden in the Whispering Grove, a place where the trees told tales through the rustling of their leaves. Eloan listened carefully and deciphered the murmurs of the trees to find the token, a golden leaf with intricate patterns. The second token lay beneath the moonlit falls, a cascading waterfall that shimmered under the moon's glow. Eloan swam through the clear waters and discovered the token, a crystal vial filled with sparkling liquid. The final token was hidden in the heart of the forest, a grove where the trees formed a natural circle. Eloan had to solve a puzzle of nature. Arranging the fallen branches and leaves to reveal the token, an iridescent stone that glowed with a soft, inner light. With all 3 tokens in hand, Eloan returned to the clearing and presented them to the spirit of the glade. The orb's light intensified, and a soothing breeze filled the air. The spirit's voice echoed gently. "You have completed the quest with bravery and wisdom. The autumn moon's blessing will restore the balance and bring prosperity to your village." As Eloan made her way back to Willowbrook, she noticed the forest was already changing. The trees were lush, the streams were full, and the air was filled with a renewed sense of vitality. When she arrived at the village, she was greeted with astonished faces and joyful cheers. The villagers quickly noticed the change. The fields began to flourish with vibrant crops, the streams flowed abundantly, and the village thrived once more. Eloan's courage and determination had not only saved Willowbrook but had also rekindled the bond between the village and the magical forest. From that day on, Eloan was celebrated as a hero, and the villagers continued to honor the ancient willow tree, cherishing its whispers and the magical balance it protected. The village thrived in harmony with the forest, their lives enriched by the wisdom and magic of the autumn moon. And so, in the heart of Willowbrook, where the willow tree stood tall and the forest flourished, Eloan lived happily ever after, knowing that the true magic lay in the courage to seek answers and the kindness to restore balance.